Hi. So today I'll be walking you through the website I made for week 3, our bootstrap assignment. Starting with our homepage here, I've got VS Code open to my index HTML document, as well as the other two HTML pages will show you that I have linked. So starting off, we've got our nav bar here. Of course, it's minimized because I'm half screen, but if I open that up, you'll see I've got a home, pricing, and contact us page. The more info dropdown is just a placeholder. I was kind of messing around with including that, but I only made 3 actual pages. So we've got that nav bar here, and you can see the code here. I did just pull that from the Bootstrap nav bar components, and I've got the exact same code on all 3 of my pages. Moving on to this banner, I did use the Bootstrap grid system, so everything in this banner is contained in this container fluid here with the dark background, white text. Our first row includes a column that's got our image here, our source, alt text, etc. And then we've got another column with our header and another one with our paragraph text. Moving down, we've got some card elements or some card classes. And so you can see that here. Again, everything is contained within columns and rows for the grid layout. I did put borders around these cards just to make it a little bit more visually appealing. And so we've got 3 cards here, each with an image, header, and text, and a button at the very bottom here. You can see when I expand this window, those cards will go side by side. Moving on to our pricing page. Same thing, we've got that nav bar at the very top. And this page is kind of split into 2 containers. So this top contains the table we were required to include. You'll see that here again, built kind of into the row column system. And then the table is down here. So for this page, I was just messing around with colors, and I did do a body background color of dark, and then each container has a background color of a light here. And then to make it more crazy, the header tags have a dark background color again. And so I'm not sure, it's very visually intense, but I was just kind of messing around with that. We've got our table here going over plant prices, and then a second container with different pot options. And so it's a very similar format as the rows and containers for the table. But here I've got cards again, similar to the first page. So 3 total. And those will, of course, also stack when I push it in. However, the table does not stack. I'm not sure if that's something you can do, but I wasn't able to figure that part out. Moving on to our contact us page. Again, nav bar is the same. And again, kind of split into 2, or I guess 3 different containers. So firstly, we've got this just connect with us container. This just contains basic heading and paragraph, but again, it's laid into rows, each with their own columns here. And then I wanted it to say or just kind of by itself, and so I made that its own container fluid, text centered it. And then we move into our third container fluid. We've got our contact form, which was required for this assignment as well. So for this, I pulled from different form components from Bootstrap, and I think I still need to mess around with how to kind of smooth them out a little bit more, because this first element kind of stacks awkwardly when it's minimized, but it does look much better when it's full screen. So we got first name, last name, email, and comments, and then our primary submit button you will see down here in the last row. Everything has that script linked at the bottom. All 3 pages have that, and then they all, of course, also have our node modules linked at the top. And I think that is it. Thank you.